Hey, what's up all, it's Jono here, and welcome back to Pokémon Unbound. So, last time we took a bit of a diversion. We did make it to the start of Victory Road, but I decided that I wanted to do a little bit of backtracking, mainly because there were a couple of sea routes and places that we have not been to, like, at all. Like, if we check out the town map here, there's pretty much the whole of Route 13 still to check out, as well as Route 14, and also, I believe, a little bit of the Auburn Waterway. And I figured before we start heading through Victory Road and towards the Pokémon League, I figured I'd start exploring these routes here and just seeing what we can find. I more or less explored all of Route 13, it's just a little bit that I didn't have time to check out in the last episode. But we'll head back there in a moment and also start checking out Route 14. But before we do, I am in Dahara City right now because I kind of forgot that there's some climbable rocks here, and apparently there's an item up here. Protect pads. A held item that protects the holder from effects caused by making contact with the enemy. Ooh, okay, that's interesting. So, for example, if an opponent has, rough skin, will be protected by that. That's actually pretty cool. Also, where am I going? I'm going the complete wrong way. Wait, I'm going the complete wrong way here. Also, I still have the rappel on. I am going to be putting on the rappel in a moment because I am going to be heading out to sea. But what I am going to do is I'm just going to not go that way. Instead, I am going to... where do we need to go from here? Oh, right down here, that's right. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to jump ahead to where I left off from last time, or at least where I remember leaving off from last time. But in terms of Pokemon, exactly the same squad as before. I'm still going to train up a bunch of these Pokemon, potentially in preparation for our little adventure through the Pokemon League, and as well as Victory Road eventually, but maybe it won't happen. We'll see. Also, I was wondering where we can get, like, the Razor Claw from Sneasel, for Sneasel, rather. And I had a quick look online, and I think there is... And I did see that there is actually a couple of places we can get a Razor Claw. One of the ways is I think from a certain wild Pokemon. But there is a location where you can actually pick one up, at least according to a guide online, which I think is in Frost Mountain. But I needed a rock climb, which obviously I do now. I don't know if I'll go back there anytime soon, but at least I potentially know where to find that particular item. Anyway, I'm going to get on a max rappel, and we're just going to head back to where I left off from last time. Okay, I didn't have to go far because as it turns out, I forgot to check out a little small bit, literally just south from where I just dived into the water to get to this route. How did I somehow miss this bit? Okay. We'll do that, because I thought I'd been down this way, but apparently not. Alright, well in that case then, I guess they had a little bit more of Route 13 to check out than I thought. But that's absolutely fine. I am going to carry on using Sneasel for the time being, but then again, as I said, I don't know if I am going to eventually use Sneasel. But having said that, I am going to need an Ice-type Pokemon, I think, for one of the missions that I still have to finish off. But until I get that Razor Claw, I'm definitely not going to be using Sneasel anytime soon, but I figured I might as well level you up while I have the opportunity. Although, if anything, I should train up the likes of Superior and Raichu, just in case, but yeah, wouldn't hurt to train up Sneasel for a little bit. Anyway, I did briefly forget what the Pokemon actually was, so yeah. Probably wasn't the best option to use Superior, but still strong enough, so that's absolutely fine. And I lost because I'm trying to not go to the washroom. Oh dear. Oh no, I've got this feeling I'll hook a big one. Are we talking about a big fish, or you're going to potentially hook a very big and desperate need to relieve yourself? Swimming's great, sunburns aren't. I agree. But considering how pale my skin always is, I do tend to sunburn quite a lot. Anyway, yeah, you know what? I think I might change tactic a little bit. I do want to train up Sneasel, but honestly, I really should start focusing on the likes of Superior and Raichu. I think at the very least, I'll get Sneasel up to level 15 and I'll focus on training up Superior. My friend wanted to swim to the ruins of Void. Ooh, wow, that's very daring. So yeah, I somehow missed this little bit here, south of Dahara City. I just went straight across this way without even realizing. Because I did initially go back this, and I did initially go this way, but I thought, wait, did I actually check out this bit last time? As it turns out, I didn't. So that's fine. Right. Oh wait, this is the little island that I battled that person, where they were saying it was sunbathing, despite the fact the last time I was recording an episode was quite late in the evening. Well, at least you can actually sunbathe now, seeing as it is, like, only the middle of the afternoon. Anyway, let's head back down to where I originally left off, and we'll continue heading down towards Route 12. Also, this is a dead end. Ah, that's right, I encountered this little island with this Vivillon. I can't see an obvious way to get to it unless there's a way to get on Route, was it Route 14, I think? I think that's what it is, so maybe I need to head down a little further south. Did I battle you? No, I didn't. Okay, I think this is where I may have gotten up to. The weather's gorgeous, perfect for a battle. Unlike today in real life, it's actually a bit of a miserable, grey, drizzly day. Anyway, we just got a Wooper, so I'll just let Superior take care of this battle. Yeah, I hate to break it to you, Wooper, but that's not really going to help you, is it? Ah. And as I thought, that wasn't enough to level up Sneasel, but that's fine. As soon as it gets to level 50 at the beginning of another battle, I will permanently start with either Superior or Raichu, just to trade them up a little bit more. Ooh, Float Cell, alright. But unfortunately for you, not a chance in hell that you were going to get anything. Oh dear, Poliwag. I mean, it's all well and good having a lot of Pokemon, but if they're not particularly strong, then you're not going to have a good time. Pure and simple. Especially when it's a critical hit. Oh, that's more like it, Poliwhirl. Although I'm going to assume, for whatever reason, you don't have access to a Water Stone. Or the other evolutionary item you can use to evolve it into a Poly... Toad. I almost forgot the name then. Please don't splash my face, you'll ruin the makeup. Then why go swimming in the sea then? That makes no sense, but whatever you want to do, you go do it, I guess. Okay, here we go. Now is Route 14, but before we do properly check it out, I want to see if I can get to where that Vivillon is. I'm going to assume somewhere around here. Well, conveniently, we have ourselves another strange creature. Nice. Let's see. Oh, hello. They call me the Ocean Master. Why? Because I am the Master of the Ocean. Yes, okay. I guess that kind of makes sense. I command the Pokemon of the sea and none can defeat me, especially not someone who has not even defeated all the trainers on Route 13 and Route 14. Oh, you're one of those people. Alright, fair enough. Let me not bother putting on the repel right now because I have found the way to go. And we'll take on this Vivillon and hopefully... Roost. Hopefully we'll have a bit better luck with this against this Pokemon, unlike the previous Vivillon, which even though we did manage to catch, ended up being a bit of a pain. Anyway, also apparently there is a hidden item somewhere. Where is it? Oh, it's here. Ooh, nice free money, big pearl, lovely. Alright, well, ooh, yeah, you know what, I'm going to try with Sneasel. This will be, what, my third one? Alright, you know what, let's use a quick ball. See if it works. It failed last time, and I'm expecting it to fail again. Oh, you jerk. Okay, well now that we've got that out the way, let's... Let me use Fate Attack. Okay, that's fine. Another Fate Attack should do it. That will do nicely. I don't know what Pokeball it's going to use, but let's not use that yet. I think it wants to use a... Oh, it wants to use a Repeat Ball. I guess that makes sense. But no, you know what? We can do it already, so let's just use a bog standard Ultra Ball. And if that doesn't work, I'll end up using a Timer Ball. Sleep Powder. Not ideal. You know what? Let's try and use a Repeat Ball. Let's see what happens here. And of course, once again, you broke out. You are such a jerk, Vivillon. Alright, now let's use a Timer Ball. And you just broke out as if that was nothing. You are such a jerk, Vivillon. Oh my god, come on game, don't be like this. Also, I don't really want to waste all these Timer Balls, let's just use an Ultra Ball. Yeah, go figure. An Ultra Ball worked completely fine, yeah, I just wasted 2 Timer Balls for absolutely no reason. Oh well, at least Sneasel's level 50. No, I did not want to give you a nickname. Well, at least we got another one. And speaking of which, let me rotate my Pokemon squad because I think I'm done with training up Sneasel for now. Let's focus on Serperior. And you know what? I'm going to move Raichu up top just in case we end up having a double battle. And we'll go from there. I don't think there was anything else up this way, so let's just go back down to Route 14, here we go. Let's see what's on this little beach. No, just some random person. Probably not who I'm gonna... Probably not gonna use any Pokemon that I might think they'll use. What are you looking at? I'm just looking at someone sunbathing. I don't know what you're trying to say, Raoul. And yeah, just like the Pokemon on the previous route, these are all level 40, so yeah, these are definitely routes that I could have explored a little bit earlier in the adventure. But honestly, that's fine. Because it just gives me an opportunity to raise and level up some of my other Pokemon that I kind of potentially want to maybe focus on training up a little bit. Anyway, I figure I might as well give Raichu a go with this battle. And of course, very easy. I'm just relaxing here. Hey, I've got nothing against it. If you want to relax here, you relax here. Even rough houses need a break. Hey, I'm not saying you don't. I will take a Hyper Potion. I was half expecting it to be one of those, like, ninja kids. Also, before I most likely battle against you, I'm gonna get myself a piece of rare candy. I love having picnics on the beach. Well, why don't you just go to the beach in Tahara City then, instead of, say, like, surfing all the way out here, Heidi? Also, Bellsprout. Not what I was expecting, but then again, I'm not in the water, so I guess that kind of makes sense. I better switch Pokemon. You know what, I'm gonna try to... let me use Raichu. My ability was suppressed, but that's absolutely fine, because I could just use Psychic regardless, so that doesn't really matter to me. Probably a bit overkill, but I don't care. Nah. And let's bring back Serperior once again. I think even though I'm doing all this training with these lower Pokemons, I'm probably going to end up doing a whole bunch of training once I get through Victory Road. Because I have a sneaky suspicion that the Pokemon levels that the Elite Four are going to use are going to be pretty high. And there we go, defeated Heidi. You ruined my picnic! Sorry. If only there was someone to have a picnic with. Well, I mean, there was this suspicious-looking person further up the beach. Yeah, you know what, that probably isn't a good idea. Anyway, what else is down here? Oh, this has got to be a person. No, it's a Zinc. Alright. Nothing else item-wise on the beach, so let's just battle you. I've been in the hot sand and refreshed my tired bones. Right now, I'm feeling strong. I mean, that's good enough for you, but how will that translate to a Pokemon battle, Litzy? Well, he's starting out with a Medicham, that's fine. Not gonna lie, I'm actually honestly surprised you survived that. Like, really surprised you survived that. Okay, just use Giga Drain even though it's completely overkill. But I'm definitely gonna have to go back to a Pokemon Center at some point. Also, Licky. Sure, I don't have Lucario with me, but you know what, that's fine. I think this is the first time we've encountered a Licky. You knocked off my Miracle Seed! Now where am I going to get my Miracle Grow? That didn't really make any sense, did it? Ah, well, we defeated you anyway. Oh my goodness, now aren't you something? Indeed I am. Well, I've lost. I can't call myself an expert now, can I? Well, at least you're using somewhat strong Pokemon. It's just unfortunately for you, I decided to start exploring this route here before I head towards Victory Road. Because as I said, this is definitely a route I could have explored a lot earlier, but I chose not to because, well, for reasons, I suppose. Anyway, I'm so sorry for doing this, Horsey, but I kind of need to suck the health out of you. Ooh, Whiscash. Okay, yeah, definitely stick with Superior. Yeah, you should be shuddering. Damn right. Seadra. Alright, you know, let's switch to Raichu because I definitely gonna have to lay off from using Superior for a little bit. Just use Thunderbolt. I don't really want to use Thunder unless I really want to take a chance, or if I know that someone's used Rain Dance. And you're just going to finish off with a Alomomola. That's the correct way to say it, right? Easy. My legs, they cramped up. Well, luckily there is a little sandbar right behind you, so you'll be alright. You'll be fine. Oh, we're back on Route 12. Have I already battled you? Yes, I have. This is, where am I? I know I'm definitely fairly close to Sahara City still, aren't I? Yeah, I'm literally towards the south. So, okay, yeah, that's actually quite easy. Actually, you know what, seeing as I'm right here, I might as well quickly heal up my Pokemon. Also, where's the way out of here? Where's the way out of here? Oh, it's down here. Right, well, I'll tell you what, seeing as I'm literally right near Dahara City, I might as well quickly heal my Pokemon. Also, is this a shortcut? Yes, it is. Alright, I'll do a quick bit of healing and we'll carry on exploring Route 14. Okay, Pokemon fully healed, let's get back to exploring Route 14. However, there has been a slight change with my squad. I've decided that I'm no longer going to be training up Sneasel for now it's reached level 50, at least until I find the Razor Claw. So I figured, you know what, I might as well train myself a second Grass-type Pokemon just in case. So I've got the Grovyle that I caught from the Safari Zone. And seeing as one battle is literally going to make it evolve, I feel like it's probably wise for me to bring it with me, so we're going to use Grovyle for a little bit. Also, I think I still need to put on a Max Repel, don't I? But yes, I do. But you know what, that's fine. That's less fine, going against a Tentacle. So you know what, I'm just going to run away from you for now. And I'm going to, well, first of all, grab a Heart Scale. Very nice. And I'm going to battle against you. Whoops. Don't tell me I snagged a surfing Pokemon. Probably not. You're probably just talking to me. Who's no longer surfing on a Pokemon. Ooh, a Seeking though. Okay. I mean, it still should be alright for Grovyle. At least you know Leaf Blade. In fact, I'm going to move that to the side and... no Cross Scissor. Okay. Nice. Another person that's using a Seadra. Okay, fair enough. And again, no problem for Grovyle. Very nice. It'd be a handful if I hooked your tough Pokemon. Yeah, you'd be struggling. Also, why does this thing kind of look like a slightly rotated letter E? It also potentially kind of reminds me of something else with this layout, but let's not delve into that. Also, yeah, you know what, I am going to put on the Max Repel. I've still got plenty left, but I'm definitely going to have to buy some more. My boyfriend gave me big pearls. Fair enough. Ooh, Dugong, that's not ideal for Grovyle. As long as I get the attack in first, we might be alright. Oof. A lucky critical hit as well. Very good, Grovyle. Cloyster. I see what you're trying to do, Krista. Okay, that's fine. You're only using Spike Cannon. I was half expecting you to potentially use an Ice-type move, but that's... Oh, of course you're going to use Protect. Here we go. Already taking the coward's way out. And there you go. Karma for trying to spam the Protect. Nicely done there, Grovile. Oh no, my pearls were in them. Yeah, well, too late for that now, isn't it? Will my pearls grow bigger inside Cloyster? You know what, that's actually a pretty good question. I have no idea. Anyway, I don't think there was much to this. Oh, there is someone up here. Oh, hello. The water is deep here. There are many people swimming. I know. I mean, it can't be that deep because I'm not seeing those really deep spots. Especially considering I don't have the TM for, not the TM, the HM for dive yet. Or do I? You know, I've not actually been paying attention. Did I actually accidentally get the HM for dive? Or is that something I won't be able to get until much later on, even after the end of the game, possibly? Again with the Cloyster. In fact, you know what? I'm not going to screw around here. Let's just temporarily switch to Superior. Okay, that was the attack I was expecting you to use in the previous battle. Oh, let me guess, you're gonna hit me 5 times? Oh, what a surprise, 5 times. Here we go. Well, obviously your physical defense is pretty high based on the fact that Leaf Blade only did half damage. So what about Giga Drain? Excellent. Oh, I thought that was going to fully heal Superior, but you know what, that's fine. And you're going to finish off with a Shelder. How pathetic. Yeah, absolutely no chance. Ooh, not far now until Grovile evolves. Splash. What are you, a Magikarp? You're right, I'm not tired at all. In fact, I'm feeling very relaxed on here. You should try it. Okay, there's a TM over there. I don't think there was anything down here, was there? Nope. So let me just quickly go down this way. But this island looks a bit... I was about to say suspicious, but actually, no, it's not quite that suspicious. It looks like just a random thing. Also, trainer tips. Top spots in the ocean indicate that a Pokemon can go underwater. If you purchased an ADM from Captain Davies' shipyard in Seaport City, press A over the dark spot to submerge. Oh, maybe there is no HM for dive. Maybe it's just that item. Okay, so looks like it's not a HM. Guess we'll find out soon enough. Why riding a Pokemon? Can't you swim? Yes, I'm basically like Claude or Tommy Vercetti in the GTA games, and the moment I touch any kind of water, I literally disintegrate. That's why I'm having to surf on top of a Pokemon. Also a Whale Lord. You know what? Let's actually try playing a little smart for a change. Oh. You sprang up. Oh, that's not good. Okay, change your plan. Even though you no longer have static, it shouldn't do too much damage. Also, how can a thing that big bounce? That's ridiculous. There's no way a gigantic Pokemon like that can spring up like that. That is highly doubtful. But then again, we're also talking about a Pokemon that can somehow, you can somehow pair up with a Skitty to breed. So, yeah. I guess things don't have to make a whole lot of sense after all. Also, Endeavour could be useful. don't know if it will actually end up being useful for Grovyle, but we'll teach it anyway, just in case. I'm just going to use Wishy-Washy. You know, I'm going to just stick with Raichu just to keep things simple. And perhaps unsurprising, just like the previous Wishy-Washy I battled against, I think in the last episode, you're using the schooling ability. Meanwhile, I'm literally going to school this Wishy-Washy by destroying it in a battle, so there you go. And there we go, sure enough, Grovyle is evolving. Nice. If anything, just a nice addition to the Pokédex, so that's honestly fine with me. Nice, Grovyle evolved into Sceptile. Ooh, Dual Chop, that could be useful. Alright. Well, I guess it could be useful. But then again, Actually, I don't know if it would be more useful in, like, crosses or something. I'm not sure. I mean, it'll be useful if we end up going against Dragon-type Pokemon, but honestly, I don't know if it's worth it. You know what? Screw it. I'm not gonna have you learn that. Indeed, it does look fun. Also, I'm going all the way around here. Oh! Well, here's the Ruins of Void. I don't know if I really need to go back in there anytime soon. So let's ignore that for now. Also, let's once again use the Repel. And it looks like the only way to get to that TM is if we get the ability to dive underwater, so presumably after the main story. So we're going to have to come back for that TM, but that's absolutely fine. Can we get up here? Not from this side, maybe the other side. I'll tell you what, let's see. Oh, hello. Hi. Hi. I mean, I would check out your buff physique, but I'm more interested in the Pokemon battle. Alright, let's see how much of a beast Sceptile is compared to Grovyle. I'm going to assume still an absolute beast, which is very nice. Basculin, let's actually just switch Pokemon because I am actually already running out of moves for Sceptile. But then again, I've got a couple of Heart Scales, so I could quickly head back to Crater Town and have a chat with the... what's his name? The Move Relearner. We'll might as well stick with Serperior for the time being against this Crawdaunt. Oh, and of course you're going to use Protect. Here we go. Just here to waste my time by using Protect, aren't you? Well, at least he didn't try to spam it out unlike that previous trainer. Staryu. Alright. No, haven't really seen you that much in this adventure. In fact, have we actually encountered one before? No, I think we have. And a Whalmer, which is absolutely fine. As I'll take this opportunity to get back up to full health. Thank you very much for your donation there, Whalmer. I should have been buffing up my Pokemon, not me. Yeah, when it comes to a Pokemon battle, you need to train your Pokemon, not yourself. Anyway, let's see what we have here. Ooh, we have another cell. Also, seeing as we've got a bit of land here, any potentially new interesting Pokemon to find? Not really. We've actually encountered every single Pokemon. We've obviously not caught them all, but we've at least encountered everyone, so there's going to be no new Pokemon finds here, which is fine. In which case, then I'll just do a little bit of exploring around here, and then I will wrap up this episode. Roma Lady Violet, okay. Now I kind of wish I had maybe a variety of different Pokemon. I mean, I could try Cross Scissor, even though because you're part Poison type, it's not going to do major damage, but you know, I'll give it a go. Not gonna lie, I was not expecting Moonblast. And you're going to send out Weeping Bell. You know what? I'm just going to use Raichu. Yeah, this Weeping Bell literally has no chance at all. Ooh, Blossom though. Okay, yes, we are going to have change back to Sceptile, because at least with Blossom, you no longer have the part Poison typing. So Cross Scissor should actually be pretty effective. But not enough to knock you out, but that's honestly fine. I'm just going to use Sunny Day. That doesn't really help you unless you plan to use Solar Beam, but even if you do, you're not going to have time. So there is that. Something smells unpleasant. Oh, yeah, sorry, that might have been mean. That might have been me there. Perhaps that reek is your sweaty Pokemon's body odor. Well, I mean, or maybe that just proves that my Pokemon are hard-working and they smell of strength. That's what it is. Right, let's see. So I think we got a little something over here. We just got an item. Yep. A Dawnstone. Alright. And I did see one other item. I think there was one of a Pokemon trainers to battle against. Let's not activate the... Let's not activate another Max Repel right now. We'll get the PP up. Actually, let me just check the trees. No, that doesn't look like any hidden grotto in there. Stop moving. Wow, your badges are too cool. Too cool for school, maybe? Although this is a Pokemon game, we don't go to school, do we? Anyway, Execute. Oh, this is perfect for you, Sceptile. Nice. Ooh, moving on to Flabébé. Alright. Screw it, you know what? Let's just use Gengar. I mean, with an almost 20 level difference, that was pretty much inevitable. You got those badges from gym leaders, I know. Well, I mean, yeah, that's pretty much where you get the gym badges. Anyway, looks like there's nothing major to be found on this island, so you know what? I think this is the perfect opportunity for me to wrap up this episode, and we'll carry on exploring a little bit more of this route next time, and if we end up finishing off exploring this route, then I might check out either a bit more the Auburn Waterway, seeing as we haven't checked that out yet, or maybe just doing a little bit more backtracking before we finally check out Victory Road, but we'll see what happens next time. So, on that note, thanks very much for watching everyone, and until next time, I shall catch you all later.